Hey you guys, happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. I think I just said Tuesday and it's definitely Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. If you guys are watching now, watching the replay, say hey. Let me know with hashtag replay in the comments if you're watching the replay, and let me know where you're chiming in from. I am back in my car and I'm waiting to go to CrossFit. So anyways, I'm having a really good day today. I was just like chatting with people for like an hour before this, so my voice is like, or my throat is like kind of like, so I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I got this question from one member in this group. When they come into my Facebook group, I ask you guys, what are you struggling with when it comes to social media? If you guys haven't left your answer to that yet, let me know in the comments, because I could make your struggle the next live stream topic. So the question of the day today was, when is the best time to post on social media? And I'm going to give you the short and sweet answer, okay? You will never have to worry about when you're posting on social media if you're posting on a search engine. Okay, I'm going to explain. Because when you post on a search engine, your content becomes searchable 24/7, worldwide, any given moment of the day, whether you're sleeping, whether you're swimming in the ocean, whether you're surfing, whether you're playing with your kids, it doesn't matter, okay? So when you post on a search engine, I hate to say it's a search engine social media website, but it's a search engine social site, okay? The four that I recommend are Pinterest, YouTube, podcasting, and blogging. When you post consistently on either one or all four, maybe two of the four, three of the four, whatever you choose. When you post consistently on either one of those four platforms, it's not going to matter when you post, because that's like when it doesn't matter. And that's when it's amazing, is because your content, because you place it onto a search engine, is always searchable and it lives on forever. Now, when you post on time sensitive platforms like Facebook and Instagram, then it does matter, okay? And I'm going to explain why. And it's just for the reason because it's time sensitive. That's what those platforms are. So what that means is, like, when you post, your content is like on a ticking time bomb until it blasts away and goes away forever. That's what happens on Instagram and Facebook, unless you are going to pay for ads, or unless you are already a celebrity. And what I mean by celebrity is you already have super highly engaged following of like 20,000 or more people, okay? So when you post on Instagram and Facebook, the best times to post are, I don't even know, like, it's whenever. It's like when it's usually Eastern Standard Time, but it's like you choose whenever you want to post. It only really matters if you're a location-based business, okay? If you're a location-based business and you want to post on Instagram or Facebook, clearly you're going to want to post when people are awake, because it really wouldn't make sense if you own a pizza shop and you post at 3 a.m. because it's like no one is awake because it's a location-based business, okay? But if you're an online business, know that the majority of the world revolves around Eastern Standard Time. That's just how it is, okay? So when in doubt, it's like morning, noon, and night. So you can pick 1, 2, or 3 if you're posting on a time-sensitive platform, which is Instagram and Facebook. But if you start putting your efforts onto a search engine, Pinterest, YouTube, podcasting, and blogging, it doesn't matter. Like, you can literally post when you're at 2 a.m. if you're wide awake. And it doesn't matter when you post, because your content is now searchable. It grows in popularity over time. It's 24/7, worldwide. Everyone's awake when you're posting. Or maybe you're sleeping when the other half of the world is awake, right? And is using the Google search engine. Because the more that you post on search engines, the farther your content is going to go. Because your content lives forever, okay? Your content does not die on search engines. So when you post on a search engine, when should you post on a search engine? Every day. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter if it's 2 a.m., 2 p.m., noon, midnight, really doesn't matter. As long as you're staying consistent, and this goes with any social media platform, you're going to see growth, because you're literally putting your content onto a search engine where people are searching 24/7. Now, if you only are pushing your content onto Instagram and Facebook, then you're literally just screwing yourself over. Because if you're not paying for ads, or you don't have thousands to pay for ads, and you don't have thousands to pay for an ad manager who actually knows what they're doing, then you are wasting your time. Unless you're already a celebrity. That's the only caveat. If you already have thousands upon thousands of followers on Instagram, then you'll be fine. But I'm guessing that the majority of you don't. All right. So if you keep placing your efforts only on timed, sensitive platforms where not only the second you press submit, it's like a ticking time bomb until it dies, then you're just wasting your time, because once that post is dead on Instagram or Facebook, it's dead. It's like dunzos. It is not searchable. It is out into the Facebook black hole. And someone said, I thought I said butthole, but no, black hole, like the color black. Hey, Allah, how are you? If you guys are hopping on, say hey, and let me know if this is making sense for you guys. So that's the difference about when to post. Now, if you're posting on Facebook and Instagram, and those are the only platforms that you're focusing on, which I highly, highly, highly recommend against doing. You should be either on YouTube, podcast, Pinterest, or blogging as well. If you're only focusing right now on Instagram and Facebook, which I highly recommend not doing, okay? But if you're a location-based business, use logic, okay? When people are awake, post. When they're not awake, don't post. Like, don't post at 3 a.m. when everybody's sleeping if you're a location-based business. Now, if you are an online business and you're using Facebook and Instagram, know that the world revolves around Eastern Standard Time, okay? So what does that mean? That means morning, noon, and night, Eastern Standard Time. You can do the math with whatever, I don't know, wherever you're at, I guess. Do the math, and then you can see when the best time is to post. And also look at your own analytics, because if you just kind of blindly shoot in the air and look at one of those infographics where it's like, oh, the best time to post is 8 p.m. on a Saturday, but it doesn't tell you 8 p.m. where, where in the world did you even make this graphic? You can't just blindly say, if you guys look at Instagram infographics and it ever says oh, the best time to post is 2 p.m. on a Wednesday, it's well, where in the world are you at? Where, right? You can't just look at something and be oh, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard, because what if it's Pacific, right? The best way to know is just by looking at your own analytics, okay? Look and see when people bite the most. And if you're a location-based business, if you have a pizza shop, brick and mortar store, you want to post when people are awake. That's just a duh, okay? But if you only need to worry about when to post when you're on time sensitive platforms, because your post is going to die in 30 minutes, okay? 3% of your following is seeing your posts. Now, if you post your content onto a search engine, Pinterest, YouTube, podcasting, and blogging, your content lives forever, okay? Your post does not die. Your post is relevant 24/7. It doesn't matter when you post, because your post is always going to live, okay? Your ideal client is always searching for the solution to their problem. It doesn't matter where in the world they live, okay? You are for them if they search for you. But if you don't place your content onto a search engine, you are never going to show up. And guess what people go to search engines for? When they want to know something fast, when they care about something and they want to know it fast, they want to know the answer fast. How do I build my online course? Fast. How do I grow my Instagram following? They want to go there. How do I build my Pinterest, or how do I use Pinterest marketing for my business? Google. How do I start a YouTube channel? Google. How do I start my own podcast? Google. They're not going to Instagram to look for this information. They are going to Google and they're typing in how to ... and you do the same thing too. And if I am wrong, let me know in the comments. Yeah, Alice says black hole. So you're not going to worry about when to post when you post on search engines, because your content is always relevant. It's relevance based, okay? It is value based. The more people that click on it, the higher up in the search engine it's going to go. That is why my Pinterest picture with my Instagram link is #1 on the search engine out of 186 million results. And I guarantee you it's still there. That, one, would never happen on Instagram. Two, that's like doing a hashtag love on a picture on Instagram and expecting your picture to live there for years. That doesn't happen, okay? Because Instagram wants your money. They want you to pay to play, okay? This is Instagram 2019, May 2019. This is not Instagram May 2011 or whenever Instagram started, okay? Back when the algorithm was rainbows and butterflies and you can post whenever, your posts would last, your favorite followers would see your content. That's not how Instagram works. Not even how Facebook works. Facebook wants you to pay them in order to be seen. If you don't have the money, you are wasting your time on those platforms. But where can you go? Guess where you're going to go? You're going to start posting your content onto a search engine. Pinterest, YouTube, podcasting, and blogging, okay? You can do 1, you can do 2, 3, all 4. The more the merrier. But when you have valuable content, expert-based content that you want to teach people that are searching for the solution to their problem, searching for the solution. They're searching, okay? Search engine. Your ideal client is searching for the solution to their problem. You are going to come up on the search engine, but only if you put your efforts to posting on a search engine social media website. Because if you keep lollygagging on Instagram and Facebook while everyone else is posting about, you know, their best friend's wedding or like memes and GIFs and like whatever have you on Instagram and Facebook, you're not going to be seen because people like GIFs and memes over like your business related content. Okay. That's just how it is. People like quotes, people like memes, people like GIFs. And that's why people go on Instagram and Facebook. They want entertainment. And I'm not saying you can't build your business on Instagram and Facebook. That is not what I'm saying. So don't take it that way. What I'm saying is when people search for the solution to their problems, they're going to a search engine. Okay. And when to post is irrelevant on a search engine because you should be posting every single day, but it doesn't matter when you're posting because your content is always relevant. Now, like I said before, for the 80 millionth time, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, then yeah, it does matter when you're posting because your content is going to be dead in 30 minutes. Okay. Your efforts. I wrote this thing yesterday and I never submitted it because I was just like working so much. But I wrote this thing where it was like the amount of time that you're wasting creating the content to push onto Instagram and Facebook, your content doesn't even last as long as the amount of time that you spent creating it. Okay? So you can take that same content that you've been creating for Facebook and Instagram and you can start publishing it onto Pinterest, onto YouTube, onto a podcast, or onto a blog. Because that is where the information is going to last because it is searchable. Okay? On Instagram and Facebook, after 30 minutes after you post, your content is dead. And that's why people are worried about when to post. They're like, when do I post? Because I want my content to last and I want people to like it. Where it's like, why are you worried about that? Like, go to a search engine where you don't have to worry about that at all. Like, it's not even a question of worry. Because the only thing you have to do is publish it onto a search engine where it becomes searchable. So anyone 24/7 on autopilot, 24/7 around the world, you could be sleeping, they could be awake. It doesn't matter because they are going to get the solution to their problem, but only if you publish your content onto a search engine. Hey Maggie, how are you? Okay, so I kind of like already wrapped it up. So if you guys have any questions about what I'm saying, if it's not making sense, watching now, watching the replay, let me know in the comments because you guys know by now that I love coming on live because I'm the type of person where like you ask me a question, I'm going to ask you an answer. I don't have notes. I don't need notes for a live stream. I just want to be on here and help you guys out. Mary Lou says true that. Yay! I'm glad you love it, Mary Lou. So, yeah, that's really all that I have to say for today. So, like I always say, if you guys are watching now, watching the replay, Maggie says, I'm so thankful for you. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy that you hop on my live streams and that you chat with me. I love when you guys chat with me. Even if you just say, hey, like seriously, it makes my day. Cause like, as you guys know, anyone knows that does a live stream, like you just stare at yourself the whole time. So I love when you guys chat with me. So thanks for hopping on, Maggie. But yeah, if you guys ever have any questions, like maybe you're watching the replay and it's like 3 hours later, maybe you think about it a little bit and then you have a question after, let me know below. I always go back and I always answer your guys' questions. Mary Lou says, I really need to up my Pinterest game. Gah. Okay, I don't know if you know this, Mary Lou, but I do have a course on Pinterest, and I'm going to leave that link below in the comments if you wanted to check that out. But yes, Pinterest, YouTube, podcasting, or blogging, they're all search related and they're all amazing for growing your business, because it doesn't matter when you post, because your content is searchable, but only if you know SEO strategic, or if you know how to set up search engine optimization and keyword descriptions, which isn't hard at all, but I do teach that in detail in my course. So if you guys have any questions about anything whatsoever, social media related, mindset, how do I get through this? How do I do anything related to social media and marketing your business online, search engines, anything, let me know in the comments, because I need more topics for these live streams and I want to help you guys out. That's why I come on live streams, and I'm going to start repurposing this content onto my new YouTube channel. So keep your questions rolling. Keep asking the questions, because I guarantee you somebody else has the same question that you're thinking of. So be vulnerable for them, okay? And then I will be vulnerable and give you guys the answer as well. Okay, so Maggie, I just got your question. I do live streams on my personal page and need to organize my videos. I know on my biz page, but can you on your personal page? Can you do what on your personal page? Like organize your videos? I know on biz page you can. Oh, I know on biz page you can, but can you on your personal page? Probably not, because on your personal page, Facebook does not want you, like you can do live streams on your Facebook personal page, but Facebook does not want you to use your first personal Facebook page for business. Now, a lot of people do, okay? But just know that if you get caught doing it and it looks like really sketchy, like really businessy, that they could shut your profile down. And I have seen a lot of people in other Facebook groups like be really upset because their profile got shut down because it was strictly business. So make sure you like mix it up a little bit. Like if you're doing business live streams on your personal page, because Facebook, first of all, Facebook is watching us 24/7. Like they're probably like watching me on this live stream. But Facebook is always watching you guys. So don't try to like think that you can beat the system. No, they already have you beat like way before they've thought of what you're going to do, like way before like we even think of what we can do to beat the system. So just like, yeah, Maggie says yikes. Yeah, you're probably fine, but just like mix it up personal and business. You can still talk about your business on your personal page. Just don't make it all business, because and people do that. I'm not saying that like, and people will get away with it, but I have seen people with their profiles taken down. So just be careful. Okay. So I'm going to sign off. If you guys have any questions about what I spoke about today when it comes to when to post on social media, let me know in the comments, and also let me know any other of your social media questions, because I will go on a live stream with your social media question if you let me know what it is. But I can't help you out if you don't ask me the question. So I hope you guys have an amazing Wednesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow on the next live stream. Bye guys.